Welcome to another writing vlog.
Hello everyone, it's a new day. So I'm working on my mystery thriller instead. And so I've set aside my fantasy novel for now just so that I can finish that up. That's what I'm gonna focus on now. I'm so closer to being done with it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But first I'm gonna eat because I'm really hungry. So I forgot about this bookmark that I got from Korea when I visited. And I'm finally going to use it. I really like it. So I'm gonna bookmark this. The first chapter starts with a performance. My character is singing at like a spring showtown type of thing. I don't really know what I'm gonna call it. Then there's dinner with her family and like a new guest. Then later on, her and her family are getting robbed. That's what I'm writing right now. That was a new one. Before, if you've seen my video about plotting my crime novel, there was supposed to be a fire, and then I was like, no, a tornado. Because in that area, there actually was a tornado that happened and caused a lot of destruction. So I was like, I might as well use real events to, you know, move the plot along. Okay, I just thought of a really good idea to kind of tie in this new ending of them getting robbed. And like later on in the story, when someone goes missing, there's a part where someone is getting not really chased, kind of chased. And I just realized I can tie in what happened from chapter 2 in with this, or at least make the readers think those two things are connected. Wow, everything's like coming together. That's so cool. Okay. Okay, so I just thought of a really good way to tie in this picture of a newspaper clipping I found on Google for my character. I kind of forgot about that, but I think like subconsciously my mind was like, don't forget about this. This article is about the performance, which is on the same day that things go crazy. And so I'm trying to figure out, okay, who is the one writing that? Where were they in this space? Like them writing that article, how does that affect the things that are gonna happen? So when they find this article in the future, it's gonna link back to this cold case that is connected to the main character. Currently brainstorming some new ideas for the changes I'm making in the first half, like what the kids find in the tunnel that has to do with the old kingdom, changing the meaning of certain things. Yeah, and also I'm kind of thinking this story might be a cozy fantasy. Let me know what you think. I'm supposed to be rereading the first half of my novel so that I can write down the changes that need to be made before I rewrite it. And I just don't want to do that. I just don't even want to reread all those chapters again. It's just like so boring. After doing all that writing, like 71,000 plus words for the second half, and now I just have to reread the first. I'm just like, I don't even want to do that. But I've been forcing myself to think about all the things, all the chapters in order, and then what I would need to change. And where I'm at now is like, my style of writing has changed. What the work I've done with the second half these past few months, my writing has, what is the word? Evolved. It has evolved. So the two halves won't even sound right. So it's like I have to rewrite it anyways. But it's good practice to actually go through the chapters and write down the things that are being changed. Like, how did these people forget their heritage or lose it? How did they forget who they were, where they came from? You know, what did these kids find about the old kingdom? Is that going to help them in the future or not? All these little things that I need to make sure align with the second half. So I'm basically working backwards. And I'm only giving myself this week. So today's Tuesday. I'm giving myself till sometime in the weekend to finish going through the first half to find out what needs to be changed. It's going good though. I didn't do a good job explaining it in the video, so I'm gonna try again. Basically, I had a character who ran away to Angola, and if you don't know, Portuguese is a heavily spoken language in Angola because of course, colonization. And in the story, during the 17th century, the character who runs away with her daughter, her father wasn't very fond of the Portuguese presence in Zambia, Zimbabwe, which is supposed to be like below where this fictional country is, because of their fight for power with the Mutapa Empire and Razvi, I don't know how to say it, Empire. Because of that conflict so close to them, it wouldn't make sense for this character to go to Angola. And I'm like, I never even caught that. I just thought of, like, I was just realizing that right now. Like, why would they go there? Like, she would not feel comfortable being there. Anyway, so yeah, I have to change that for sure. Because I had moved where their country was gonna be. At first it was, well, the western part of Zambia. Over here. And then Angola's right here. So it was like, they ran off into Angola and then lived there for like 13 years and then came back. But then I was like, no, I like this area better, and I think the environment there, it makes more sense for everything to be happening on the eastern part of Zambia. So I was like, okay, it doesn't make sense for them to run off to Angola anymore. It would probably be Tanzania.
Republic of Congo. The three countries have also worked with the youth to share lessons and foster exchange between tropical peat-bearing nations around the world.
Hello guys! So we're going to the library. I'm also trying to see if I can find some like good world building type books. They have some books on like history of Africa and other things, but they don't have a lot of books like that are in the right century. You know, I need some books from the 14th century, like the 1300s, and the 17th century. And it seems like a bunch of places are either way earlier than that or way later, which is so annoying.
I'm also on my gun.
When trying to find some information. And this library is really small. And so I've been doing a lot more internet research, and on Instagram, like I've found so many channels that talk about things that are really helpful. And I don't know if I can post some of it, but We'll see what I can get from the library. Look at all these books I got. I even wanted to get more, but I was like, no, it's too much.